I love working with Jamie. I love working with, a real artist, a thinking artist who is compassionate and driven toward excellence in what he does. It inspires me. And for particularly in a film like this where we had to go to such challenging places emotionally and psychologically, I was grateful to be working with somebody that I respect and admire, and it makes all the difference.
I think that's the most important part of the film is like if we get that across that to be in love with your woman at that time and you were black, it was against the law, you die for it. So to see him walk through all of this, because, you think about it, the chances of him seeing his wife are slim to none. And all of a sudden when he says, I think they have your wife at Candyland. Yes. When he says that, you just see Django go like, wow, I'm so close. And then cut to him behind that door waiting for his woman. I mean, that's everything.
What I loved about it is that you knew that putting it in the context of a Western meant that there's going to be a hero and that we're going to have an African-American hero in the pre-Civil War South. That was exciting. That's something we've never seen before in this way.
I mean, I think it worked out perfectly. I mean, Quentin Tarantino's a genius. Do a Western with the backdrop of the South and slavery, and you're able to get it all in, because spaghetti westerns are about very, very brutal, bad guys and
the heroes
the
that
heroes,
saved the day.
Yeah, the heroes that saved the day. So it was great.
Quentin has become his own genre. He's not comedy, he's not drama, he's not action, he's not romance, he's all of the above. And he somehow makes it work. And you see that played out in the music, because the music also doesn't belong to one place or one time or one sound. He's able to kind of throw it all in there. And part of it, I think, is that he's an encyclopedia of pop culture. He knows every song, every TV show, every movie, and he's not afraid to have all of that knowledge and use it.
Rick Ross comes to see Quentin Tarantino on the set. Rick Ross's album was called God Forgives I Don't, which is a spaghetti western title. As they're talking, I'm watching them with the backdrop of the movie, and I said, Rick, I'm not a rapper, but I feel like you should do a song for this movie soundtrack, and the song should be called 100 Black Coffins. And then about an hour or two later, go to my trailer, come back, I said, I think the song should go like this. I'm not a rapper, but I need 100 black coffins for 100 bad men, 100 black graves so I can lay their ass in. I need 100 black preachers with a black sermon to tell from 100 black Bibles while we send them all to hell. I need 100 black coffins. And it's really poetry, because what I told him what we need to do is not do a hip-hop record, but take hip-hop and transport it back to that time and what it would be like if you were to say these poetic lines with your voice, your funk, but we whistle. Oh, I need 100 black coffins for 100 bad men, 100. I said, I think that is what's going to make it unique, because if it came from the hip-hop side and it sounded too modern, it may make it sound like, oh, they went and did.
No,
but
it
so,
has to come from the work.
And then his words, if you get a chance to read his words, his second verse will make you cry.
It's interesting to think that Quentin would say he made the film for future generations, because it's true. I feel like this film bridges our history with everywhere we're going. It's a way to understand where we've been so that we move forward differently, and it challenges our ideas about race because it's forcing us to look back. But that's the only way we move forward in the way that we're supposed to.
Well, I'll talk about Kerry Washington as well. Kerry Washington, to me, is the most courageous person in this film when it comes to what she had to deal with, the quietness of her performance, which I would have loved to even hear more of her. There was a situation where we were shooting the scene with Reggie, and he said, well, you got to speak or something. I can't remember what it was. She's like, no, I don't want. I said, no, every time you speak, it really, really stands out, because everybody else is, the speeches. But when Kerry Washington says the German for the first time, and it comes from this meek place, it was almost like a child when the parents say, do that thing for ain't so and so and so, and she spoke German, and it was so like Meek. It was just like it blew my mind when she did that. So it was some gigantic performances on this, and Leonardo
being
DiCaprio
on an all-star team.
Yeah, and Leonardo.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Amazing. Sam.
Amazing.
We are really lucky to have a history of working together, and so trusting each other, admiring each other, loving each other. You know, having already played husband and wife in a big film with a strong director, we knew how to be there for each other. Whether it was, you know, having conversations on set, phone calls, texts at 3, 4 in the morning because we can't sleep because of what we have to do the next day. Whatever it was, we were there. I mean, Jamie was such an advocate for me, and yeah, we were just there to support each other because this was an exciting ride, and it was good to have a partner.